Hey, what's going on? Megan here of meganstevens.com, and today we're going to talk about why you're not achieving your goals. So, if you're new around here, hi and welcome. Make sure you hang around for a bit, subscribe, and like this video so I can make more content for you. But if you're new around here, then you might not know, I am a certified life coach. I've been coaching since 2016, and the first thing I do in a coaching experience is I get really clear on what goals me and that client are going to walk through together. And most of the time, these are goals that the clients have been sitting on for weeks, months, sometimes even years, and they're stuck in this cycle and they're wondering, why is this not happening for me? And I know, I've been in this cycle. I know how frustrating it can be to feel like you're not moving any closer towards what you want. So today I want to talk about 5 reasons that you may not be hitting your goals. So let's hop into the office and chat it out. All right, so let's talk about 5 reasons you might not be achieving your goals. And I can tell you I've experienced all 5 of these reasons, and sometimes I've experienced them together, sometimes it's just been one. So take each and just explore it and see how it feels, and ask yourself the questions that I give you with each to see if this might be the reason you're not reaching your goals. And finally, if you stick around to the end, I'm going to let you know how we can work together to make your dreams become a reality. So, number 1 reason that you are not reaching your goals is that they're not clear or tangible. So I want you to think of your goals like you're setting your GPS for a brand new road trip. And if you set your GPS up for a road trip and you're like, well, I just know I want to go somewhere cool, your GPS is going to be like, I'm going to need more than that. And it's the same with your goals. You have to be crystal clear on where you're headed or you're not going to take action. And you have to make it more tangible than just, I want to live a really good life. Because your brain's going to make that mean so many different things. Your brain is going to make living a really good life mean whatever it means in the present moment. And so you're not going to move towards those things you really desire unless you're crystal clear on what it is and you make it a tangible result for yourself. Okay, reason number 2 that you might not be reaching your goals is gonna be your brain. If your brain is telling you that you can't do this, that you're never gonna make it happen, or whatever story your brain's feeding you, if your mindset is not set up to be aligned with the goal you're creating, then you are not going to move because of those thoughts telling you you can't, or you don't want to, or it's going to be hard work, or it's going to be too hard for you, or whatever story your mind is telling you. If you're telling yourself that you can't do it, if you're telling yourself that you don't believe in you, then you're never going to move closer towards it. So pay attention to the stories that you're telling yourself. Pay attention to how your brain is operating. What's the story that you need to shift? What story do you need to tell in order to make this goal come to life? Okay, number 3. You ready for it? Your feelings. Okay, this is the one that often people don't want to face, but you all, I can promise you, once you face this one factor that is affecting your goals, you're going to be able to move faster than you ever have before. The reason is all humans act from feelings. We think a thought, and there's a feeling attached to that thought, and because of that thought is why we choose to move. And so if you're feeling negative, if you're feeling down because of a thought you're having, if you're telling yourself those stories of, I can't do it, it's gonna be too hard for me, what feeling does that create for you? Well, it probably creates kind of a down feeling, kind of a bummer feeling, and then you're just like, well, I'm just gonna sit on the couch and watch Netflix instead. That sounds a lot easier. So you're always acting from those feelings. And so what is the feeling you have, and what's the feeling you need to ignite, and what are some things that can help you do that? All right, number 4, I can tell you this was a big one for me and one that I definitely had to shift moving into this journey of stepping into my purpose. And that is, what is your motivation behind the goal? AKA, are you living someone else's story? Are you moving towards an end result just because someone else says you should, just because it worked really well for someone else, or just because you feel like you're supposed to? If this is your motivation behind your goal, chances are you're going to be moving at turtle speed towards it, because you're telling yourself, okay, I want to achieve this because it worked for someone else, but deep down inside, you know it's not actually right for you, and so you're creating this internal conflict and you're not wanting to move. So what's your real motivation? What actually motivates you? What actually gets your drive and ambition going the most? Turn that motivation on instead of the motivation that's trying to run this story based on someone else's ideas. And finally, number 5, the final reason that your goal might not be working for you is your timeline. There's a great quote that I heard once from Tony Robbins, and he says that people overestimate what you can do in a year and underestimate what you can do in a decade. If you're making your goal this big and you're putting all this weight on your plate and it feels too heavy for you and you don't have the actual time gaps to put it in, then you might feel like you're chugging along, spinning your wheels, and it's not working and you're getting so frustrated. But the reality is you're overestimating what you can do and you're underestimating what you can actually make happen in the long term if you really take the time to break down those goals and set up processes that are actually going to work for you and break down the action steps that are going to make this goal come to life. All right, you all, those are the 5 reasons that your goal might not be happening for you. And if you're like, I really need to brainstorm this a little more, I feel like I need some more clarity around this, and I have been spinning my wheels over the same goal for months or even years, then I would love to hop on a free 30-minute coaching session with you. I will pop the link right below this video, and you can hop on a 30-minute coaching session with me where we will break through to clarity and find those first action steps for you to bring those goals to life. All right, I am so excited to chat with you, and for now, I am signing off. I can't wait to see you next time, and make sure you give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment on which one of these 5 things you're going to be working on first. I'll see you soon. Bye.